My name is Egbeyemi Sultan Abdul-Hafiz Adeyemi, and here is my good old days story. I was born in Ibadan at Jericho Nursing Home. Though my ancestral home is Owo Kingdom, Abeokuta, where my grandfather was the Balogun of Oyo and the Alake of Egbaland, the de facto Prime Minister to Sir Ladapo Ademola KBE, the Alake of Egbaland. My father, Alhaji Egbeyemi, was a first-generation civil servant and was the principal staff officer to both Chief Obafemi Awolowo and Chief Ladoke Akintola, both as Premier of the Western region. So growing up, we lived in Ibadan, Abeokuta and Lagos, maintaining family presence in the principal cities of Western region. As a young boy, I traversed the royal palaces in company of my father to Sir Adesoji Aderemi, KBE, Ooni of Ife, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi III, Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lipede, Alake of Egbaland, Oba Akinbiyi, Olubadan of Ibadan Land, Oba Oyekan, Idugara, and so many of Yoruba landmarks. I learnt early in life the history and culture of our people, and I'm most appreciative of these early exposures. I learned leadership from the royal palaces, and I remember with nostalgia how my father would always say, "Leader Sokpe," meaning Chief Obafemi Awolowo said, always referencing the late sage on issues of conduct, governance, and values. I learnt of that great man at a very young age. I attended both Muslim and Christian schools in Ibadan for my primary education, Nawadin Primary School and Baptist Primary School. I learned religious tolerance from early age without any extreme tendencies as found in today's fanatics. My father was the PTA chairman in several Christian schools in those days, Baptist, St. Saviour, Ebenezer, yet he was a Muslim. I was a member of the Boy Scout, meeting several youths of my age from different schools and backgrounds, and we learned to tolerate and accommodate one another. Those were indelible lessons I took to my secondary school in Ayetoro. Comprehensive High School Ayetoro was a training ground for higher leadership, as I learned independence of mind and met very enterprising classmates. Compro was very educative, fun, and an all-round ideal and model school that prepared me for university education. I had friends who scored 105% over 100 in mathematics, physics, and the arts. Yes, that was the standard of academic performance in those days, and that act pulled the average student to become A pupils. There was discipline, there was a cane, and there was corporal punishment. We all had our fair share that made us good men today. There was never any issue of kidnapping in the lonely Ayetoro roads to Lagos or Abeokuta in those days. My academic pursuit took me to University of Jos for a degree in architecture. Here was I, a Yoruba boy, traversing the entire northern Nigeria with ease and smooth comradeship without any fear of attack of any form. It was a glorious pan-Nigerian education. This gave me the opportunity to cultivate loyal and affectionate friends across all tribes and tongues in Nigeria. That was the Nigeria that I grew up in. We will embark on an educational tour of West African countries, from Lagos to Benin Republic to Togo to Tema, Accra, Kumasi in Ghana, and Abidjan and Yamoussoukro in Ivory Coast, making friends across border with less cult incidences. As students, we channel our energy towards productive ventures along with our education, and the result was astonishing. I was a campus millionaire, along with my friends from OAU Ife. We even registered the company then, Texo Production, and we were executing jobs having the Better Life program for rural women as our esteemed clients. What has gone wrong with our youth of today? Increased crime rates, internet fraud, and the get-rich-quick syndrome. They are also faced with lack of sufficient role models who could encourage them positively and demonstrate by example that good name and hard work are better than gold and silver. It is not too late to change the narrative. Let us tell our stories for the upcoming generation to know that once upon a time, hard work paid, and hard work still pays if we get our priorities right. Our youths are redeemable. Our country, Nigeria, is redeemable. So let all good men rise up and light the torch of hope, the torch of steadfastness in our resolve to right the wrongs. Our collective challenge will now be to focus on how we can, instead of living under the glory of the good old days, be projecting into a future that is greater than our past. We can do it, yes we can. Our children certainly deserve a brighter tomorrow. Let all good men join hands with Sir Simore Badejo, as I have done, in this patriotic drive towards a better and brighter tomorrow for our youths and the society at large. Thank you.